Shalom, shalom. I'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by Hashem Hawakakadash Mama. Double honors to the elders Apostle GMS and the elder of the Lion Gen Camp, R1. And shalom. To the Akim and Aqua, and that's spiritual issues this year. Alright, come on to a quick little spiritual hydration. I'm gonna jump straight into it. I'm basically just gonna touch on the topic on Naaman, and how he it was a guy from Syria, as it states earlier, and he was a leper, and he went to go seek Elisha to heal him from his leopardness. All right, and basically just touch on the fact how these heathens gonna have to see it firsthand, because they look at the men of the Lord today, and count us as fools, Oh wow, who is this, guy? Who is this, sugar cane, who is this? And it was like, oh, you try to taunt us. Your God is going to do wondrous works. Do you taunt me? Stuff like that. So I'm going to get straight into the scripture. It says, this is 2 Kings 5. I'm going to start at verse 13. I'm going to start at verse 11. But verse 10. I'm going to start at verse 9. So Naaman came with his horses and his chariots and stood at the door of the house of Elisha. All right. And it says, and Elisha sent a messenger unto him, saying, go and wash in Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again to thee, and thou shalt be clean. And that's all he had to do. And he traveled to go see Elisha, And it said, and guess what this guy said in verse 11? And it says, but Naaman was wroth and went away and said, behold, I thought he will surely come out to me and stand and call on the name of the Lord, his power, and strike his hand over the place and recover the leper. All right, so, thinking that they don't have no faith. They want to see things happen in a kind of like like in the movies and shit, They want shit to happen right away. They unfaithful, Only thing he had to do is just dip himself 7 times, which he did later on. Somebody had to calm his ass down, and it says, are not Abana and Paphra, rivers of Damascus, better than all the waters of Israel? May I not wash in them and be clean? So he turned and went away in a rage. All right, raging, all big mad and shit. He came to seek some help, man. He thinking he gonna get a different type of help. It's crazy. They expected it to be shit like the movies, man. Like a vain imagination, like how they wanted to be, if they rushing their heathenistic, their pagan deities. No, man, we deal with faith around here. Faith. And it says, and his servants, 13, and his servants came near and spake unto him and said, my father, if the prophet had bid thee do some great thing, wouldest thou not have done it? So what if it was some great thing, like fucking slay a fucking big ass lion, Something like that. Slay a big ass lion, slay a, some shit like that. Something that a man of valor would do, If the prophet had bid thee do some great thing, wouldest thou not have done it? How much rather then when he saith to thee, wash and be clean? You know, simple and straight to the point. Wash and be clean, man. You know, and the Lord showed his power that way. Only thing he had to do is just wash and be clean. You know, wash, and he said, what, dip himself 7 times in the rivers of Jordan. Wash the Jordan 7 times. A complete number. All right. It says, verse 14, then went he down and dipped himself 7 times in Jordan, according to the saying of the man Yahweh. His flesh came again like unto the flesh of a little child, and he was clean, man. You know. And that's basically what I wanted to touch on, man. You know, because, man, these heathens don't have no faith. You know, it could be something as simple as that. But they expect, you know, you have to go do something great, you know. That's it for this spiritual hydration. I hope it was edifying. Shalom.